Hello and welcome back to another edition of Smackdown Out 10 right here on the Wrestle Debate. Of course we're building towards Hell in a Cell now, and this is of course all of the fallout from WrestleMania Backlash, which proved to be an eventful show on the blue brand with the Mysterios becoming tag team champions. So let's get straight into it. We kicked things off with Sonya Deville, and she announced that WWE would be back on tour and out of the Thunderdome starting in July. That can't come bloody soon enough. But anyway, Deville then congratulated all the champions on the blue band: Apollo, Belair, the Mysterios, Natalya and Tamina, before introducing Roman Reigns. Reigns' music hit, but Heyman came out to say that Roman was not going to participate in this parade and would hold his own at his own leisure. Bayley then came out to talk all about the chance of Sector Apollo. She called Bianca a cheater and then wanted the SmackDown Women's titles to be taken from her. Bianca got in the ring and Bayley was about to retreat, but then Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax attacked the SmackDown Women's champion from behind. A brawl broke out, and the tag team champions Natalya and Tamina came in. Nia and Baszler stood tall at the segment before, of course, we went into the match. Bayley's team was dominating early on before Tamina came back with a vertical suplex on the role model and tagged Natalya in. But Belair then hit a big dive off the top rope to gain control. But it looked like she didn't do her knee. Belair still had the advantage and was about to hit a springboard move, but Bayley dragged her out of the ring and hit the Bayley to belly suplex. Natalya was legal, went after Bayley, but Shayna caught her from behind and locked in the carry through the clutch. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. Why were the baby faces losing? And this was just a weird opening segment anyway. Then heard from Aleister Black once again and said that he would be returning soon. Shinsuke Nakamura was out next, but King Corbin came out first. He said he would punish him tonight by taking back the crown. Corbin was interrupted by Rick Boogs, who called him Ricky Boogs, and then played along with Nakamura's entrance theme before we went into a match. We returned from the break off to see the match. Nakamura dropped the King with a sidewalk slam before lining up for the King Shasha, but Corbin got a suplex in. He then hit a deep six for a new fall before Boogs got the announcement and started playing Nakamura's intro again. Corbin was distracted and Shinsuke rolled him up. This is kind of something different. I don't mind it. 6 out of 10. But anyway, next up on SmackDown, Jimmy Uso and Sonya announced that the Usos will face the Street Profits next week. It'll be interesting to see how Head of the Table reacts for that, but I can't wait for that match. Owens got in a quick backstage promo saying he would be winning the IC titles tonight before Roman Reigns was out next, and we got a recap of the match from Cesaro before Heyman celebrated the achievement, listing off all of his achievements. Cesaro came out and challenged Roman to a title match at Hell in a Cell. Rollins attacked the Swiss Star before Roman could answer and went after his injured arm again. Rollins was sent off once but still came back to attack Cesaro and hit a stomp on the Swiss Cyborg while he delivered on the seal ramp. The Messiah delivered another one for good measure and Cesaro to be rolled out on a stretcher. He was then backstage and said that he blacked out. He ran towards Cesaro on the stretcher and blamed him for what happened with a look of a maniac in his eyes. This was good. Really interested to see where this is all going, to be honest. The Mysterios were out next, and Ziggler and Rude came to trash talk Dominik before the match started. It was Rude against Dominik. Rude hit an early suplex before spearing Dominik into the corner. Dominik hit a top rope crossbody and a tornado DDT before setting up for the 619. Ziggler tried to interfere, but Ray took him out. Rude used the distraction to get a roll up, but Dom kicked out before sending the Glorious Ones into the ropes for a 619. He then hit a frog splash before getting a quick victory. I'm going to 6 out of 10. Really good to see Dominik using his dad's finisher, just kind of nostalgic. But anyway, the Street Profits were back on SmackDown, and we're sure that Jimmy Uso was about to be ditched by his brother Jay for next week, and he would face him alone. Before we moved on to the IC title Fatal 4-Way, Owens and Sammy went after Apollo and Big E early on. Big E was dominating the bout and set up Sammy and Apollo both on the apron and hit them with the splash before Owens took him out with a dive. After a break, Zayn took out Cruz on the outside before Kevin Owens hit him with a senton in the ring. Cruz hit a trip of German suplexes on Owens and broke the pin. Sammy hit an exploding suplex on KO but missed a Haliva kick. Owens then went for a huge brainbuster for a near fall before Apollo dropped on the apron. Big E delivered a spear and sent Cruz outside before he re-headed to a break. After the break, Big E hit some big suplexes before KO nearly pinned him with a splash. We had a big sequence of moves. Owens almost pinned Cruz before Zayn hit a huge move on the outside to Big E. Big E hit the big ending on Cruz, but Commander Aziz dragged into the outside. Big E sent Aziz into the ring post before the lights inside the Thunder Zone started to act weirdly. Aleister Black emerged and made his way to the ring to confront Big E. He then hit Black Mass on Big E, letting Apollo pick up the win. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. This was really good, great match, and I'm so glad to finally see Aleister Black return. He's so good, just needs to be given more opportunities, so can't wait for the Black and Big E feud. This week, Smackdown gets a 6 out of 10 from me. I enjoyed Smackdown this week, to be honest. There were some good parts on it, especially the ending and of course the Roman Reigns stuff, but you just come to expect that these days. There were some downsides. The women's division wasn't great, and I also hate the way we're just combining the women's and women's tag titles again. But oh well, I'm sure it will prove, well, hopefully it will. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my other channels on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.